What if everything you thought you knew about the Salem Witch Trials was just a story spun from fear, lies, and hidden agendas? Today, we uncover the shocking truth behind these infamous events. Imagine a small town in colonial America, filled with suspicion, fear, and paranoia. It's 1692, and a series of terrifying events unfolds that will forever stain history with accusations of witchcraft. But behind the hysteria and spectral evidence, there's a much darker, more complicated story. The Salem Witch Trials weren't just about superstition and fear. They were about power, politics, and social control. The town was plagued by internal conflicts, economic struggles, and a fragile sense of community. When a few young girls started exhibiting strange behaviors, accusations spiraled out of control, fueled by local rivalries and personal vendettas. Many innocent lives were destroyed based on little more than accusations and spectral evidence, an idea that supposedly allowed spirits to testify against the accused. You see, back then, spectral evidence was enough to condemn someone, even if it was impossible to prove or disprove. But what's truly shocking is that many of those accused were particularly vulnerable members of society. Women, the elderly, outcasts, people who couldn't defend themselves. Was it mass hysteria, or was there an underlying motive? Some historians believe political leaders used the trials to distract from local issues, or to consolidate power by instilling fear. Others think that greed played a role. Land disputes and personal gain fueled accusations and convictions. The trials took months, but their aftermath lingered for decades. More than 20 people lost their lives, while many others escaped or recanted. It wasn't until years later that the community began to see the madness for what it was, an all-too-human nightmare born from fear, prejudice, and manipulation. The Salem Witch Trials remain a stark reminder of what happens when fear overrides reason and justice is sacrificed to hysteria. And today, we look back and ask ourselves, what lessons can we learn from this dark chapter in history? How often do we let fear blind us, ignoring the truth in favor of convenient stories? The real story behind Salem is more than just witches and accusations. It's about the fragile line between sanity and chaos, and how easily society can spiral out of control when we stop questioning and start believing the worst. So next time you hear a story rooted in fear, ask yourself, what truths are hiding beneath the surface? Because sometimes the biggest monsters are the ones created by our own fears.